Well, hello, my lovely Facebookers. How are you all? It's Motivation Monday, woo, 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 which means it's 3 o'clock. It's a Monday, and I'm here to motivate you. That's my job. So as people are joining in live, I will happily do my introduction. But I'm also going to ask you that as you're joining in live, if you are watching this indeed live, could you write a number 1 in the comments below? That will let me know that you're on live. And if you have any questions, because this is also a live Q&A, peeps, that I can happily answer those questions for you too. If you are watching the replay, could you put a number 2 in the comments? That lets me know that you've been watching the replay. And again, if you have any comments, I could happily, reply to them as we go along. I'd also love to know where in the world you're coming from, because we are global, ladies, global. So I'd love to know where you're coming from. And I'll happily give you a shout out as we go along. If you do have questions, this is a live Q&A. Go ahead and put them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them either live or come back to you afterwards. So as people are joining in, I can see a few more joining in. Thank you so very much for being part of our Motivation Monday this week. My name is Lisa Barwas. If you haven't met me, you're meeting me now. I consider myself a wellness alchemist, which means I'm the kick-ass catalyst in the transformation of women around the world, strong of mind, body and character. I'm the creator of Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training, the creator of the Warrior Goddess Body online programs, and I am here today to share the 3 steps to lose 5 pounds in 10 days. So this is one of my most well-known plans, introduction plans, and proven plans and proven steps to make it super easy. If you have an event coming up in the near future and you just want to drop a couple of pounds, you just want to kind of de-bloat, you want to kind of get ready for the little black dress, and it's something that you can do starting pretty much from today. So I have got a little special something for you. If you watch to the end, I'm going to offer something pretty fantastic. It's not a giveaway, but an almost giveaway. That's what I feel like. That's what I'm going to call it. So first of all, the 3 steps to lose 5 pounds in 10 days. So if you have been watching, first of all, you know that there's going to be some kettlebells in here because, hello, Warrior Goddess Kettlebell Training. But I'm also a great fan of talking about Pruthies, which we're going to talk about, and also carb cycling. So watch as those get mentioned throughout those 3 steps. So first step, nice and easy one to start with, is how you do breakfast. It's not what you eat for breakfast. It's more about actually when you eat for breakfast, but it's not how to breakfast. It is what to do when you are going to break your fast. So when you go to break your fast, the rule is that you need to break your fast with 30 grams of protein and up to 20 grams of healthy fats. It doesn't matter how many carbohydrates you have in it per se, because unless you're going to track those, but it should have 30 grams of protein, it should have at least 15 to 20 grams of healthy fats, and then you can have carbohydrates in there too. But it's not just when what you eat for breaking your fast, but also when you break your fast. So you need to get 30 grams of protein, 20 grams of fat. So let me tell you what that looks like, okay? So 30 grams of protein is a palm size of protein, okay? That size of protein. So we're talking a patty, a beef patty or a turkey patty that size. Believe it or not, it's 5 eggs. It can be between 4 and 6 rashers of bacon, depending on the size of the bacon. If you are one of my vegan friends, it's that size of a block of tofu or tempeh, or 1 scoop of vegan protein powder. So suddenly you can start to see, okay, I'm not really going to eat a whole burger first thing in the morning, or I'm not really going to eat 5 eggs in the morning. Maybe you haven't got the appetite in the morning, maybe you don't have the time in the morning, and now you can suddenly see why we recommend that you have your protein smoothie, or what we like to call a Frumpy, in the morning. So that is the best way for you to break your fast, is a protein smoothie. So what is my favorite protein smoothie? I've been sharing them recently on my Instagram stories and my Facebook stories. You can also go and check that out there. But it has a scoop of Juice Plus Complete, about a half a scoop or 3/4 of a scoop of the Protein Works unflavored vegan plant-based protein. It has spirulina, it has spinach, it has kale. It can have nut butter in it too if you like that taste. A sprinkle of chia seeds for extra omegas and those healthy fats. And also a handful of berries, mixed berries, which I actually use frozen. And that makes it more palatable and more drinkable. And the Green Goddess smoothie is not only plant-based with lots of healthy plants for fiber, which will help your digestive system, which will stop the bloat. It'll also give you loads of protein, which will keep you hungry until your next meal. It also helps you with body shape change. It stops you from craving all of the crap of the day. All those healthy greens deal with your sugar cravings and chocolate cravings, because normally sugar and chocolate cravings are a sign of magnesium deficiency, and those lovely leafy greens and the spirulina will help you to do that. It's also anti-inflammatory. The list goes on and on and on about how good it is. So the first step is having how to break your fast with 30 grams of protein. Now, if you can't break your fast in that way, I don't want you to eat it all. In fact, this is where we implement intermittent fasting, okay? So if you can't break your fast in that way, then wait until you can eat in that way. So if you're somebody who doesn't do breakfast very well, or is so busy in the mornings, or doesn't have the appetite, that is fine, but you have to then break your fast in this way at lunchtime. This is maybe where you're more open to having that burger patty, that size of fish that size, you know, your tempeh, your chicken, your 5 eggs, you can have an omelette, etc. with salads. However, if you are consuming it in the middle of the day, that's when I would reduce your carbs. So just stick to proteins and fats if you're breaking your fast in the middle of the day, and then you can enjoy your carbohydrates post-workout, which is the next step that we're going to talk about. So step number 1, make sure you break your fast with 30 grams of protein, up to 20 grams of healthy fats. Get loads of plants in there. If you want to find out more about how we do Prudhies, we do a 5-day Prudhie challenge as well with a big fat juicy recipe book. If you stay to the end, I'm going to share all about that. And then step number 2, really simple, is consume your carbohydrates when you've earned them. So starting to understand the content of your food, proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, how they work in your body for fuel, and when you should consume them. This step we call introduction to carb cycling, and understanding the use of carbohydrates and when you need to pull back and when you need to consume them. If you're looking to not just drop weight, but to start to change your body shape, which means to build lean muscle in the areas that you want, maybe you want to tone up your arms, add a little bit more junk in the trunk, or de-wobble those bits, then it's important for you to use carbohydrates to do that, but it's just understanding when's a good time to eat that. So but basically the rule of thumb is, if you're doing heavy exercise, consume carbohydrates after that. And if you're not doing exercise, reduce your carbs on those days. Pretty much it. I also have a general rule, well, I wouldn't eat carbohydrates in the middle of the day unless I'm breaking my fast in the middle of the day and I know that I have some carbs allocated to that day. Like I know I'm going to be exercising later, but generally I would have my carbs in the morning, my carbs after exercise, and my meal in the middle of the day would be a low carb, high protein meal. So step number 2 is introduction to carb cycling, understanding when to eat carbs based on those general rule of thumbs that I've given you. And step 3 is introducing fat blasting HIIT training into your workouts. Now, if you don't already do HIIT style training or Tabata style training, this is a great way for you to blast a lot of fat in a very short period of time. However, it is not a beginner's protocol of exercise. So if you're a complete beginner, HIIT training can be quite severe and quite, quite like overwhelming basically. So what you need to do is introduce yourself slowly to the style of HIIT training. Kettlebell training is perfect for this because even a 4-minute workout will get you the heart rate pumping that you want, will get you building lean muscle at the same time. And then you can build up into a Tabata circuit. In fact, all of my online programs, my kettlebell online programs start in this way, starting with a 4-minute workout, building maybe up to a 10-minute workout, and then eventually getting you ready for Tabata style training. Okay, it's a great way for you to blast the fat, for you to do a short burst of exercise and to tap into what we call the EPOC effect, which is the exercise post-oxygen consumption, which means that your body is still using it's basically using its cardiovascular system after exercise is completed to keep you burning calories, even when you're sitting on a sofa, which we love. So those are our 3 steps to lose 5 pounds in 10 days. So it really is about understanding that in 10 days, 5 pounds can go like that. In fact, I tested this out myself. I've had many clients send me loads of information about how they were able in 10 days to drop the weight that they wanted to get off for a particular, to kickstart what they needed to do, but also to drop something, for an event. If they wanted to look nice in a particular dress, it's the perfect way to do that. So I have gone and created this into an actual plan. I've written the notes that I have personally used, the food that I've eaten, the exercise that I do, understanding supplement schedules, understanding where you can stick a Frumpy or a Smoothie in here. Also, if you're on, busy or on the run, it's just ways for you to make it easier for you. So I've gone and created this as a program. Now, I normally charge $37 for this program. It's a one-stop shop. All the information's there. You download it. You do it at your leisure. It's completely comprehensive. Today, and this is the almost giveaway that I was talking about, I am going to do it for $11. I don't know what that is in pounds. I want to say like 9 quid or 8 quid. I mean, seriously, it's for nothing. So you can access that. I'm going to drop the link in below. I'm going to type it in now, as I'm actually on here with you. And you can access that for the next 24 hours for $11. Once you have signed up on this page, you will automatically be given all of the information. It's all delivered online. It's one easy page of access. You can do that very simply. Let me just put this in. You can do that very simply and very easily. Bear with me. HTTPS. It's hard to type and talk at the same time. So you can access that today for literally $11. Boom, there we go. It should be in the comments below now. So this is my gift to you, okay? So this is you getting the information that you need to get started. All the information is there, easily laid out for you to try to work out what works best for you. You can do it using Prudhies. You could do it following a meal plan. You can do it using the rule of thumb. There's lots of step-by-step tools, schedules, anything to help you to achieve your goals, extra accountability. It is all there, everything that you could possibly need, including recipe books, so that you can also try some new food as well. It is so simple, so easy, and now it's $11. Can't beat that. So go ahead, click the link below. Get access today over the next 24 hours. And again, if you're looking for something more customized, you can get in touch with me. But this is the answer to help you to kickstart so that you can get into that little black dress, or if you have any sort of goals coming up to Christmas and New Year, now is the time to get started. So I hope that was helpful. My 3 steps to lose 5 pounds in 10 days. We call it the hashtag 3510. If you have any questions, do reach out, and I promise I'll see you this time next week for our Motivation Monday, 3 o'clock live on our page. Enjoy your rest of your Monday. Peace out.